Hello again, it's me back with the craft room tour. And yes, I have the exact same shirt on because I've done these videos one right after another so I can go on and get them done and have them ready to upload as I need them. So let's get started on the craft room. It's pretty straight, straighter than normal. I know you all that have a craft room understand that. So I'm going to show you what I've done for every day. Lots of old books and photographs. And there's another toll painted silent butler. And all this stack of wonderful old books. And these spice drawers. And that sweet little child. And you know I love these cubbies right here. They are so fun to decorate for every occasion. And up here is a wonderful old English cottage print. Just love it. And there's that Dutch plate I got this year. Another old shoe form and an old photograph. Isn't that gentleman dapper? Those are my grandfather's binoculars. So you know they're really, really old. And there is a mustache cup. A little Victorian album. Another shoe form. And I love this print here too. The child dressed up like the judge and got the dog. The dog must have done something bad because it's got its little head hanging down. And then all her dolls are watching. And that sweet little Madonna I've had for years. Ironstone. Silver. Gems from Emerson. That little doll. Another one of the hairpin flower frogs. And look at that adorable little boy. Some little vintage pocket knives. Advertising. Two of them are advertising ones. And there's an old advertising book. And my crown stays there all the time. And there's those beautiful two legs from a piano stool with the glass in them. And look at that wonderful McGuffey's Reader. You remember I got that this year. Love this brush here. And I put the little mirror tray in the back. And I found these recently. 1936 Ford. And there's a Pontiac. Fulton Motors. Coupe or sedan. Keep this because you may be given that. These probably were like raffle tickets, I'm presuming. A silhouette. That awesome little tray of child's silverware that a friend gave us. This was my grandfather's old bank book from many years ago. And then this was my mama's war ration book when Daddy was gone to war. An old clock face. And these two lamps, of course, they came from a yard sale many years ago. And I say it every time, but this is really a truly favorite child's cupboard that came from England. It took forever for it to get here. But it was worth waiting for. Various little treasures on it. I love those little guys. The little monks. And all kinds of sewing notions and scissors and silver. And I promise you, I will get to this Colgate cupboard. Maybe in the wintertime when there's not a lot of other things going on. There's some more monks down there and some Toby jugs along with all the vintage Colgate pieces that we've had for years. You can see one of the water cans out the window, and it's pouring rain right now. More sewing notions and little advertising pieces. These are all little tiny miniature sand pails and tea sets and those little push toy things. And they're in this wonderful child's cupboard. That's where the patriotic sand pails stay when they're not upstairs for the summertime. Lots of goodies all the way across, and you'll see all John's little globe banks and small globes. Another beautiful toll tray. This is a new piece of furniture made to look like an old jelly cupboard, and I love it. Another awesome cheese box, flower seed box. This was a DM Fairy. Isn't that wonderful? That is what you would have went to the store and bought your packs of flower seeds. And old baby shoes and New Testaments. A wonderful ironstone pitcher and all my little crumb pans back there. More baby shoes and a beautiful white Bible. And look at the detail on this vintage, or could even be antique piece. Just love it. Old books are just so wonderful. I've always loved books. I've always been a reader. But I love old books. And you think of how many people have held these books and read them. This is a wonderful old flower frog sitting on this vintage garden book. This little piece here, it's a wood piece with the print, I guess, shellacked on it or glued on it or whatever. It's a teacher with the children. Our daughter gave that to me when she was young. Just love it. I treasure it. I have lots of things the kids have given me through the years. More old clock faces. For now, that's where I put that beautiful Madonna for safekeeping, the one we got recently. Old pocketbook. And down there are some of my little bisque babies, frozen Charlottes. Another child's cupboard full of wonderful things. And right here, a couple of my cage ladies. One's facing this way, and I've got that one facing the other way so I can see her. This was my grandmother's picture full of old buttons. Big glass flower frog. And in here are a lot of my crafting supplies. And of course the beautiful old stained glass in the window. Those are antique. More of our collections, children's things. This tree will be decorated for Halloween soon. And yes, there's a snowman hanging there, a mercury glass. I haven't put him away. I keep him there because I don't want to break him. Another vintage watering can, child's drum, more sewing machines, beautiful toll tray, some vintage jewelry. I love anything with drawers. Me and John cannot resist things with drawers. Another pretty toll tray. And vintage and antique hat pins. Lots of treasures in here. Things we've accumulated for years and years. Those drawers are new, but they hold a lot of craft supplies. Look at that button pack. Isn't that wonderful? Graphics on vintage things were just wonderful. And up there is the Santa that John gave me for anniversary years ago. Another cage lady and a wire cloche. And I'm not sure what this was, but I liked it. Another stained glass. Over there's the globe that we got recently on that yard sale shelf. One on the right with that snazzy hat is my grandma, and that was my mama. Mama loved to dress up. She loved shoes, and she loved jewelry. A lot of vintage bottles. Craft supplies that are actually fairly well organized right now. Haven't had time to do any crafting, so when I cleaned it up, it stayed clean. Look at this wonderful little tin. Has little sailboats on it. And I meant to bring it upstairs for the summer, but I forgot. That's a Colgate advertisement that came out of a magazine. And we framed it in an antique frame. That's my little Paris section. And there's that adorable little Lori Mitchell. Picture of me and John many years ago at the Longaberger Basket Bee. We went to that for years and years, and it was great antiquing up there in the Columbus, Ohio area. And I love these drawers. That's an antique picture. This tree at Christmas time is my Paris tree, but I don't know whether y'all remember last year, I bought a box that had a wad, and I'm talking about a wad of tangled up jewelry. I spent about 30 minutes down here last week untangling it, and so it wouldn't get tangled up again, I just hung it on these trees. It's all kinds of things on there. But at least it won't get tangled. And then there's the little round toll tray. This was something that the person that had the wad of jewelry, they made like a little jewelry garland that has all this stuff on it. So I just kind of left that like that. And I had to show you these two things. Back in our craft show days, John carved this and painted it. That was 1981. And he painted this. This is like that box that I put out at Valentine's. This was 83. Right, no, it's 81. But I had to show you that. And back here, there's my sheep collection and some of John's banks. Wizard of Oz. that angel and these other little pieces I've had for years. And the little terrier shelves with mirror in the back and various terriers. And those precious little pieces right there. Love them. More drawers, you know, we love those drawers. This was John's school memory book from when he was in school. Y'all remember when I found this? And this little cabinet. It was all wood color, and John painted the outside brown and kept the door wood. And then here, more little vintage pieces. And over here, lots of jars of goodies and lots of vintage toys. Someday I'll just do a video on the vintage toys too. And a few things in here has come from a yard sale. This Fido doghouse came from a yard sale. The little sailor, he came from a yard sale. And look at that wonderful wagon and the little sand pails. And I've told y'all that awesome top, the clown top, was mine when I was little. We found that in an old cupboard in the basement of my granny's when she was getting ready to move. And I rescued it. All right, that is all of my craft room. So the next video that I'll film after this will be a Halloween haul. So love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. Till the next time, we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.